Furthermore, son of noble family, if beings who have heard the name of the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha, who draw his form or have made offerings to him, venerate him, revere him deeply, and worship and honor him in numerous ways, with flowers, incense, garlands, ointments, parasols, banners of victory, and flags, if they pay homage to him and even offer their lives to him, then those beings will not die in fire or in water, nor will they be killed with weapons or poison, except when their lives are naturally exhausted. No one, neither humans nor non-humans, will be able to rob them of their life force. They will not die an untimely death, become sick, or die of hunger or thirst, nor will they be killed by order of a ruler, and for the rest of their lives they will not incur a single transgression. At the time of death they will not see forms with their eyes, hear sounds with their ears, smell odors with their noses, experience tastes with their tongues, or experience tactile objects with their bodies. They will, however, continue to breathe out and breathe in with a subtle breath, and their life force, warmth, and consciousness will still remain in their bodies. At that time, the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha will show himself to them as an ordinary person. To those beings who in the past revered Brahmins, this son of noble family will show himself in the form of a Brahmin. To those who reveal Kamasvara, he will display the form of Kamasvara. To those who have taken refuge in and reveal Narayana, Sakra, a Chakravartin, the sun, the moon, Dhritarashtra, Virudaka, Virupaksha, or Vaisravana, or have taken refuge in various objects such as devas, mountains, trees, fountains, ponds, and pools, he will show himself accordingly. And in the form that corresponds to their disposition, he will speak the following words. Whoever has insight into the four truths of the Noble Ones is liberated from existence in samsara. Therefore, those dwelling in samsara should know all four. Having understood these dharmas, these beings will reach the higher realms. Appearing before beings who have strong faith in the Buddha, he will display the form of the Buddha and utter these words. The truth of the Buddha's primordial wisdom frees those dwelling in the ocean of existence. Swiftly attain that primordial wisdom, and you will be liberated from all suffering. At this time, these beings will be joyful and delighted by the sound of those words that bring the Buddha to mind. Then they will die and be reborn in a Buddha field, unsullied and pure, in which a Buddha Bhagavan dwells, lives, and resides, and where he teaches the Dharma. The same can be said with respect to the Dharma and the Sangha. This shows that the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha is endowed with inconceivable excellent qualities. Those who wish to perfectly master different kinds of meditative concentration should pay homage to the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha during the watch of dawn, and make as many offerings as possible. Establishing the mind in loving kindness for all sentient beings, they should then utter these words. Give heed to me, Akasagarbha, you have achieved great compassion. I pray, please bestow upon me mindfulness and the yoga of meditative concentration. Thus it is. Umuranaki, Baksamanili, Samudra, Avadarina, Nayanaya, Mahakarunika, Anupamajambasmrti, Akrajambasmi, Vajrajambasmatri, Kosamirti, Anupamasmirti, Bukato Tismitri Svaha. To those who recite in this way, Akasagarbha grants mindfulness and entrance into meditative concentration. Those who desire to study treatises, whether the words of the Buddha or expositions by the Sravakas, should first bathe and then pay homage to the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha at the break of dawn, make as many offerings as possible, generate loving kindness for all sentient beings, and speak these words. Give heed to me. Greatly learned one, among all beings, Akasagarbha, son of noble family beyond imagination, you are supreme. Pray bestow upon me the yoga of mindfulness and meditative concentration. Thus it is. Inilaja Visanadusaja Vijanja Viba Kisame Pasala Jasi Snana Sarave Sachakarne Huma Huma Mahakarunika Swaha. Those who wish to enter the great ocean or caves or to make use of the sacred essence, who have been imprisoned, are separated from friends, or face hostile people, such beings may call out the name of the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha, make as many offerings as possible, settle the mind in loving kindness for all sentient beings, and utter these words: give heed to me, Akasagarbha of great renown, endowed with great compassion and intent on the welfare of beings. You who are endowed with great compassion, look upon me. Liberate me from these circumstances and bestow good fortune upon me. Supremely powerful one, I am worn out by suffering. I am destitute. Relying upon you, I will attain peace and happiness in this and future lives. Then the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha will appear in front of them in various forms, including that of a common person and that of a girl, and he will bring them relief and free them from whatever fears they may have. This also applies to those who are afraid of fire, water, weapons, toxins, curses, tigers, lions, strong poisons, thieves and rogues, those who are shackled or punished, or about to be killed, those who are struck by a disease or who are afraid of diseases, and those who are bereft of monastic robes, alms, bedding, a seat, medicine to cure disease, or of basic necessities. Some princes may wish to be promoted to a higher rank. They might utter the name of the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha and pay homage to him, worship and venerate him, and so forth. Having heard the name of the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha, those who wish to be promoted to a high rank among the Brahmins, householders, craftsmen, those engaged in studies or meditators, up to whatever high rank they aspire to, should pay homage to him. Once they have bathed and put on clean clothes, they should take refuge in the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha during the watch of dawn, and pray to him, uttering these words: O Akasagarbha, your compassion is great indeed. I pray, please bestow good fortune upon me. Fulfill my aspirations and intentions, each one of them according to my wishes. You who are endowed with great compassion, grant me whatever I wish, and kindly do whatever I request. If they do all this and utter these words, the Bodhisattva Akasagarbha will hear this with the purified faculty of divine hearing, which is beyond human capacity, and show himself to those beings in whatever form is appropriate. He will also teach them such skillful means. The Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akasagarbha is endowed with the excellent quality of such skillful means. He is endowed with a great ocean-like mind. Son of noble family, some may be able to estimate how many drops of water are contained in the great ocean, but no one can fathom the extent to which the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akasagarbha is gifted in skillful means and wisdom, or the extent of his activities that ripen sentient beings through skillful means. Son of noble family, some may be able to apprehend the expanse of the whole of the infinite, limitless space in the 10 directions, but it is impossible to fathom the multitude of forms the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akasagarbha takes in order to bring sentient beings to spiritual maturity. Sometimes he manifests in the form of a Buddha in order to ripen sentient beings, sometimes in the form of a Brahmin. He manifests in whatever form is required to tame beings. Among those born in the animal realm, he manifests in the form of an animal. Among hell beings, in the form of a hell being, and for those of the Yama world, as a being of the Yama world, and so forth. For some he emanates as a directly perceptible manifestation. For others he manifests in dreams. For some he manifests in various forms at the time of death and transference, at the last movement of consciousness, in order to eliminate the karma of their negative deeds, to liberate them from the lower realms, to place them in the higher realms, and to bring about the well-being of sentient beings. Having taken refuge in and seen those manifestations, these beings will obtain all forms of happiness, up to the happiness of abiding in the worlds of the higher realms. It is for this reason that no one can fathom the magnitude of all the manifestations of Akasagarbha. Indeed, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akasagarbha is endowed with the inconceivably excellent qualities of skillful means and wisdom. He is endowed with the excellent qualities of a Buddha. That is why a precious wish-fulfilling jewel appears on the head, the supreme part of the body of this son of noble family. The entire assembly was amazed and marveled at the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akasagarbha. Having paid homage to their teacher and honored him, they all joined their palms and made offerings to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akasagarbha, and honored him in various ways. They made offerings of flowers, incense, garlands, ointments, lamps, parasols, victory banners, flags, monastic robes, ornaments, garments, praises, songs, and cymbal music. The Bodhisattva Akasagarbha in turn presented the Bhagavan with all of these offerings, then prostrated at the feet of the Bhagavan and supplicated him with these words: Venerable Bhagavan, in this afflicted Buddha field, stained by the 5 impurities, beings are deluded due to the great darkness of ignorance. How can those beings be benefited so as to bring about their enlightenment? The Bhagavan replied, It is thus, son of noble family. The sky is neither bound nor liberated. It is not afflicted nor deluded, and is naturally pristine. The wind scatters particles of dust in the sky, then tosses them around. Thus the sky appears impure, as dark as night. Then water makes the particles fall and renders the sky stainless and completely pristine. In this case, if the stars, the planets, the sun, and the moon are not visible, then the seconds, minutes, hours, days, nights, seasons, and years will be imperceptible as well. Son of noble family, in the same way, mind, which is pervaded by emptiness, the ultimate reality of the Tathagata, is by nature utterly pristine and pure. However, the minds of sentient beings have been defiled by adventitiously arisen afflictions. For their benefit, the Dharma is taught out of the Tathagata's great compassion, which is likened to water. Sentient beings' afflicted minds are completely purified, rendering them pristine and stainless. Because of this, when the sun of the Tathagata has risen, these beings will be filled with the light rays of primordial wisdom and will actualize the inconceivably excellent qualities of a Buddha. Thus they will be established in the 4 close applications of mindfulness and so on, up to the 8th branch of the Eightfold Path. They will achieve all possible qualities up to the 18 unique qualities of a Buddha. All of these beings will be firmly rooted in compassion. From among them, arhats will appear in the world. Pratyeka Buddhas and Bodhisattva Mahasattvas will appear in the world. Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly complete Buddhas will appear in the world. Son of noble family, what do you think? Does space abide in the eye? Bhagavan, it does not, Akasagarbha replied. Does it abide in the eye consciousness? Bhagavan, it does not. Does it abide in that which is apprehended by the eye? Bhagavan, it does not. Does space abide anywhere inside in the arising of the 3 feelings caused by the eye apprehending an object? Bhagavan, it does not. The same is to be said about the ears, the nose, the tongue, and the body as well. Son of noble family, what do you think? Does space abide in the mind, or anywhere else up to the arising of the 3 feelings caused by the mind apprehending an object? Bhagavan, it does not. Son of noble family, what do you think? Do sentient beings abide in space? Bhagavan, they do not. What do you think, son of noble family? Does space abide in sentient beings? Bhagavan, it does not. Thus did the Bodhisattva Mahasattva reply to the Bhagavan's questions. He continued, Bhagavan, they do not depend on each other. One is not the other's object. Bhagavan, all phenomena are to be understood in this particular way. They are devoid of concepts. They are empty, devoid of superimposition. They are the final reality and suchness. Bhagavan, with regard to the essence of space, it is thus. Its particular characteristic is that it is not differentiated. It is non-conceptual, completely non-conceptual, unmoving and lacking in substance. It is devoid of sprout, seed, fruit, and ripening, devoid of words and of mental fixation. Bhagavan, a Bodhisattva Mahasattva who understands all phenomena in this way, attains acceptance that all phenomena are non-arising. Bhagavan, it is thus. Vya Varaja Mantakasya Jina Jaya Jana Niyamanayara Aniyapala Gana Garba Niyamasurinaya Bupasa Satasapa Samasana Tathakama Samangu Matusiya Samasetanaya Klesana Tadasamasani Swaha. The Bhagavan replied, Well said, son of noble family, when you use this dharani of the majestic lion turning backward, which overwhelms everyone who sees him at the time of death, at the last moment of being's consciousness, you will have the capacity to eliminate their obscuration of afflictions. their obscuration of karma, and their obscuration with regard to phenomena, and send them to the completely pure Buddha fields. You will go to limitless, uncountable world systems, and by the power of compassion for sentient beings, you will expound various classes of Mahayana sutras in the villages, towns, marketplaces, provinces, countries, and kings' palaces, manifesting in various forms with appropriate attire and conduct. You will bring sentient beings to maturity in such a way that all of them, from the lowliest among the Satriyas up to the lowliest among the monastics, will be able to abandon the negative dharmas and will abide by the wholesome dharmas. As the Bhagavan was teaching, limitless, countless beings of 9 types of birth among gods and men attained various states of meditative concentration, dharanis, and tolerance, whereas for others the wisdom of the 10 grounds arose. Tens of thousands of beings attained acceptance that all phenomena are non-arising. When beings give up the very basis of their conflicts, whatever they may be, the very basis of all their views will quickly change. When the Bhagavan had spoken these words, the monks, the entire retinue, and the whole world, including gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, rejoiced and praised the Bhagavan's teachings. This completes the noble Mahayana Akasagarbha Sutra.